everyone, and welcome back to Dimitra's Dishes. Today I'm going to teach you how to make my version of sloppy joes. I'm going to make it sort of Greek with all of my favorite flavors. It is a classic childhood comfort food, especially here in the United States. If you've never had it before, it's a really nice, rich, delicious meat sauce in hamburger buns with whatever condiments that you like on it. Today we're going to use feta cheese, but let's go over the ingredients that we have so we can start making this delicious sandwich. We're going to need some olive oil, some tomatoes that are canned that I've pureed in my mixer right here, salt, pepper, crushed red pepper flakes, a little bit of ketchup, some smoked paprika, some garlic cloves, a little bit of onion, some bell peppers. I like these mini bell peppers. You can use anything you have, and brioche. And what's missing over here is the ground beef that I'm going to go and grab right now. I have a pan over medium-high heat that's super hot right now, and I'm going to add to it some olive oil, and then I'm going to add my ground beef to this. Now you can use ground lamb, and I'm just going to cook the meat until the pinkness goes away. And I'm not going to completely crush this and crumble it into little tiny pieces. I want there to be little chunks of ground beef, at the end of this, so you can have some different textures in your sandwich. And this happens super quick. I'm going to actually lower the heat right now because while that's happening, I'm going to chop up my onion. So I have half of a medium onion over here. You can use red onion if you like. Just use whatever you have, actually. But for 1 pound of meat that I have going on in the pan, all you need is half of an onion or a small onion. And that is going to go in the pan. I'm just going to chop up these bell peppers. And I'm going to grate the 2 cloves of garlic. I'm going to add the garlic and the peppers to the pan. And I'm going to season with some salt, a little bit of crushed red pepper flakes for heat, about a half a teaspoon or so of smoked paprika. It's going to add wonderful smoky flavor, and some freshly ground black pepper. And we're going to cook this over medium-high heat for about 6 to 7 minutes or until the veggies begin to soften. The vegetables will release a lot of water, and once that water dries up, then you know it's ready. The meat has gotten really nice and caramelized. Now it's time to add the remaining ingredients, which is just a little bit of ketchup and the canned tomatoes that I've pureed. Mix it all up, and we're going to cook this over medium heat, medium-high actually, for about 5 to 6 minutes or until the sauce thickens and everything is nice and beautiful. I'll show you what it looks like as soon as it's done. This meal comes together in under 30 minutes, so it's definitely one that you're going to want to add to your recipe repertoire because it pleases young and old and everyone in between. Look at how beautiful this sauce looks. I mean, you could do a million things with this, but I'm going to go ahead and garnish this with some dried oregano. And that's it. It's ready. I did go in and taste the seasoning, and I added a tiny bit more salt. Go ahead and taste it before you take it off the heat and start to serve it. But this is perfect just the way it is. Now I'm going to go ahead and make the sandwiches. I have some brioche buns here. You could use Kaiser rolls too. Those are a little more substantial, but I like to go with the classic brioche. I'm going to pop this into my oven just so it can get toasted for like a minute or so. So when the bread is toasted, then it's going to keep it from getting soggy. It's nice and hot. Now over here I have some feta cheese, which is going to make it the Greek version. And then I have some shredded Monterey Jack here. It's cheddar and Jack together for whoever wants like melty, nice cheese. What I'm going to do is I'm going to layer on the meat sauce. Ooh, smells so good. I wish you guys could smell this. On both of these buns. On one of them, I'm going to put some crumbled feta. Some, when I mean some, I mean a lot. That looks about right. And on the other one, I'm going to put this cheddar. A little bit more. There you go. And I'm going to remove these tops, and I'm going to pop this underneath my broiler. The broiler is set to high. and keep an eye on it. And I'm gonna take it out right when the cheese melts, and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. And just take a look at how delicious that is. It took just under a minute for this to soften underneath the broiler. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my serving board so that way I don't end up burning myself. They both look so amazing. I like the way the bread became nice and toasted. Look at that. Who would not want to take that with them to work or to eat it for dinner? That is delicious. I'm serving mine with halloumi fries and some tzatziki. Time to dig in. But before I do that, I really want to send a big thank you out to Hannah Kitty. She requested this on my Instagram, and if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be making these today. She asked for them a few times. This is for you, Hannah. So I'm gonna be serving my sloppy joes today with halloumi fries. If you want to find that recipe, it's going to be posted next, right after this one. So make sure to look out for it. So I'm serving it with halloumi fries and with tzatziki sauce because the combination is just amazing when you have hot, delicious, saucy meat along with a nice, cool, creamy sauce. It's unbelievable how it goes together. If you want to add some spinach to this, go ahead and add a handful of baby spinach leaves into the sauce about the last 5 minutes of cooking time. They're gonna wilt in and they're gonna add a nice creamy texture. I love this recipe because it's a great way to sneak in some of those veggies that sometimes the kids or sometimes adults too don't wanna eat. I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite, and since I don't know which one to taste first, I'm gonna try both. But first, of course, I'm gonna start with the feta. So much flavor. The creamy, briny taste from the feta accents the sauce so well. This sauce is smoky, it's tomatoey, then it's really nice with the bell peppers. They add a little hint of sweetness. I love the kick of the red pepper flakes, so make sure you do not forget to add those. Now time to taste the one with the cheddar. I love cheese, you guys. Cheddar, feta, mozzarella, cassetti, you name it, I love it. This is really nice because the cheese is nice and stringy and melted. I think you guys are gonna love this. The recipe is on the website. Go over there and print it on dimitrasdishes.com. You can get the link in the description box right down below. If you're gonna make this, let me know how you made it in the comment section. Let me know if you liked it. Share pictures with me and everything like that. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me today. I will see you all next time. Yes, us.